Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kelsey. You may have seen my Instagram page, KelseyMichelle85. If you have, you've probably seen my giant Mickey wreath. And today I'm gonna show you guys how to make one for yourselves. It's super easy. It's actually one of the cheapest projects to do. It's so much fun and it looks awesome. Since I already have one for the living room, I'm actually gonna be making one for the exterior of our house. So if you guys stay to the end of the video, I will show you what our complete exterior looks like. So let's get to work. Literally what you're gonna need for this project is obviously 3 wreaths. So this is a larger wreath and then 2 smaller wreaths. I got mine at Hobby Lobby. This bigger one is normally $40, but it was half price, so it was only $20. And the 2 smaller ones are normally $10, but everything's on sale, always at Hobby Lobby. And so each of them were 50% off and they were $5. So really it doesn't cost that much to get wreaths. If you decorate them yourself, they're really not very expensive. Also, I got a big silver bow because this one's gonna be going outside with our teal colors. This bow was $6.99, but again, 50% off, so $3.50 is pretty good for a big bow. Also, I got some ornaments. We're gonna be doing a teal exterior colors this year. So I got all of these ornaments. They were $5. I got a smaller pack of kind of smaller balls just in case I wanna make hidden Mickeys. And this one was $3.48. I also picked up these at Walmart because the color is just perfect. But again, this is $4.98, so $5, and I've got enough materials for an entire wreath. I also picked up some clear lights. You make sure to get the ones that have the green plastic like wires, so it's green, so it looks right on the wreath. But clear lights, 300 of them were only $8 at Walmart. I also got these little hooks. So these are smaller, they're like short little ornament hooks. They're a lot easier to use than the bigger ones when you're hanging balls on wreaths. It's a lot easier. This whole pack was 98 cents for 200. Also, to attach the ears, I'm gonna be using floral wire. Floral wire is really just like a bendable green wire. This is actually what I use to make topiaries as well. It's super easy to use. So I'm gonna take all these materials out and show you guys how I put this wreath together. Let's get to work. All right, you guys, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do is get the shape of your Mickey how you want it. So look at it, make sure that you got the right size of the ears to the head and everything's proportionate. And then on the back of each of these wreaths, if you look really closely, there is a metal kind of frame. We're actually gonna be attaching the ear metal frame to the head's metal frame. See this little metal frame? And that's what you wanna use your floral wire, the floral wire. You wanna run it through this back frame of the wreath. So run it through, so you have it on both sides. And then you take the wire, once you have it on the end, and you run that wire through the metal part on the back of the ear. And you just run it through there and attach the 2 together. And then you're gonna crank the wires together. So what you're gonna do is thread that through the back of the metal frame of the ear with the metal frame of the head until your wires are able to be tied together. Tie the wires together like a zip tie, and you have an ear. So you're gonna repeat this again. So get another piece of your cut wire, and you wanna kinda hide it, but again, find that metal frame of the bigger wreath and just grab onto it with the wire and pull it through, and then bring the wire over to the other wreath and grab that metal frame on the back of it. And again, you take the 2 wires and you just pinch them together like a twist tie. You literally just twist tie them together with the wire. So that is 2 pieces of wire on there. I'm actually gonna do 4 pieces of wire, I think, on each ear to hold it in. So again, I've cut my wire into about 18 inches. And again, here I go. I'm gonna go through that metal frame of the wreath and kind of pick a different place every time. Pick a piece of the metal frame and then pick a piece of the metal frame on the other wreath. And literally, you're just gonna tie the 2 together like a giant twist tie, and it'll actually hold its shape. It's amazing. This floral wire really holds up well. It holds the wreath up. It holds topiaries up. It is my go-to wire. So that's 3 pieces. I've got one more. This is my 4th piece of wire that I've already cut. And again, just kind of find a different place on the wreath. Find that metal piece on the back of each of them and just use the wire to connect to each wreath. So, and again, you just take the wire and kind of twist it like a twist tie. You can even tie it like string as well, like I just did, and hide the wire kind of back and sort of connect it all together. The great thing about wreaths is you have lots of ways to cover up the wire. And so that's 4 pieces of floral wire, 2 wreaths, and we have 1 ear of a Mickey wreath. So real quick, I'm gonna attach this other ear and we'll show you how to put the ornaments on, and it's almost done, you guys. We almost have a Mickey wreath. Let's get finishing it up. All right, you guys, again, I have 4 pieces of cut floral wire. And again, I'm gonna attach this ear. So once again, make sure your proportions are right. Make sure it looks like Mickey. There's a certain proportion Mickey has. And then you, again, find that metal frame of the back of the wreath. And if I can get it through, literally just thread it through that frame. It's super simple. And then, again, find that metal frame on the back of the ear. There's actually 2 metal frames on the back of the smaller ears, so you can attach to either one of them. With this particular wreath, there's 2. But find that metal piece, and then bring your wire around. It's super simple. It's just kind of tedious. And again, if you have like too much wire at the end, what I do is I just bring it back around and then find that metal frame again with the wire and just attach it. It's such a simple craft, you guys. It's so ridiculously simple. I don't know why everyone doesn't do it. But again, get more floral wire. And what you're gonna do again is find that metal frame, run the wire through the metal frame, find the metal frame on the back of the other wreath, and then just bring the floral wire together. So this is such an easy project, you guys. It ends up looking really good, but there's very minimal work required in making it, and it's really kind of a cheap project. I like to do cheap projects, as you guys know, and so anything that's cheap and looks great, I am a fan of. So again, you guys, I'm gonna use 4 pieces of wire on this one. So I'm gonna find that metal brace on the back of the wreath, and then I'm gonna find the metal brace on this back of this wreath. And this time I'm gonna just bring the 2 wires together and then kind of tuck in the rest of the wire to the bottom. I got 1 more piece, and I'll show you guys what a Mickey wreath looks like totally assembled. So I've put a lot of my wire in this area. I'm gonna find another place on the wreath where I can attach the ear, give it a little bit more structure. Again, I'm finding that metal piece on the back of the wreath, running my wire through it, and then I'm gonna find the back of the other wreath with the wire and bring them together. Tuck everything in. It's really great. The green makes it super easy to tuck away the green wire into the back of the wreath. And kind of another thing you can do to make sure it sticks is kind of bring the branches of the wreath out and kind of just take the ones from the ear and sort of push them into the bigger wreath. It'll kind of give it a little bit more structure, and that way it looks more natural, like the wreath was naturally made with Mickey ears. But there you go, you guys. We have a giant Mickey wreath all done, you guys. All right, you guys, now that we've attached the ear wreaths together and made our Mickey shape, I'm actually gonna be adding lights to this set, which I've never done before. This is my first time adding lights to a wreath, but it can't be that hard, right? Let's take a look. I got these at Walmart again, 300 lights for $8. And they're the clear lights. Again, you guys, you wanna make sure that you get clear lights with green plastic, because you don't want to have white, because that would look weird. But the green, again, green lights, let's see how many we got here. We might have more than we need, but let's take a look. So we're gonna take the twist ties off these lights. And I think what I'm gonna do with this is just kind of, I'm gonna start with the ears, and I'm gonna push the lights like back into the wreath, and kind of using the branches to sort of hold them in. I don't think I'll have to use any wire to hold the lights in. I'm pretty sure the wreath itself, primarily being made up of wire, can do a pretty good job of holding that on for us. But I'm gonna take the power outlet and kind of tuck it behind, because we'll use that later. But I'm just gonna run these lights completely around the wreath, and we'll get it lit up, get some balls on it, and put a beautiful bow and get it up on the house. Alright you guys, now that I have all the lights on, I've got the wreath lit. It looks pretty good. I went through and cut about 6 more pieces of that floral wire into about, again, maybe 18 or 12-inch strips. And now that the lights are on, I'm just gonna like fix them to the wreath. So I'm gonna, again, take that floral wire and run it through that back frame of the wreath. And what I'm gonna do is literally thread it through and then go through the lights as well, kind of just to hold the lights on in place. So again, you're gonna kind of twist tie that floral wire to hold the lights on. Also on the ears, we're gonna do one more, we're gonna go around this time. So we're gonna literally feed it from one ear to the head and then kind of over the lights as well. And twist tie it again, just making sure those lights stay on our wreath. Luckily the wreath is made of wire again, so it holds the lights in pretty easily, but we just want to make sure our lights stay on. So again, we're gonna go the back metal frame of the wreath again, and we're just gonna twist tie this metal wire on to make sure it holds those lights in place so they don't fall off the wreath. And again, we're gonna do it on this ear as well. We've already put on the floral wire originally, but this time we're gonna go through each side and then give it one twist tie in the middle just to hold those lights in place now that we have them on the wreath. And you can kind of take the pieces, the branches of the wreath and sort of work the lights into them. You can use the wire on the wreath to hold the lights on as well. I just like to get a little bit of floral wire as well, just to make sure that all that work I put into putting the lights on, that they actually stay on the wreath. So again, I'm just gonna go through the whole thing and kind of use this floral wire to wire down the lights and kind of hold it all in place. So next is the bow, and we'll put the ornaments on. All right, you guys, now that I have all the lights on, it's time to do the bow. So again, I got this bow at Hobby Lobby. It's big, beautiful, and silver, and it actually comes with wire already. So I'm literally just gonna attach it with the wire that it already has to, again, that metal frame on the back of the wreath. And I think with this wreath, you wanna find your center. So the bow is gonna need to go right about there. And you just find that metal frame, again, on the back of the wreath. Always attach stuff to the back of it because it'll stay on there better. But you just find that, feed it through, and then twist your wire again, just like the floral wire, just twist it. And there you go, we got a big silver bow. Next is the ornaments. And again, you guys, I got these at Walmart for $5. It's a big box of ornaments. I also got some smaller ones and another box over there. I'm using these little itty bitty hooks. Again, you guys, they're like little hooks, small little hooks. And you're gonna wanna put them in each of these and then just attach them to each branch, but you wanna clamp the back of them down so they're not gonna fall off. Not like on the tree, how you just kind of hang them. You want to really make sure these are attached. And you can even use the wreath to sort of like hold them in place as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this completely decked out and then we'll get it on the house. All right, you guys, I have all the ornaments with the hooks on them and now I just have to attach them all. So this might take a while, bear with me. I think it's done, you guys. Yeah, looks good to me. So I have all the lights on, all the decorations, and the bow. So it's done, you guys. Super easy, an absolutely easy craft to do, and it looks awesome. So now that it's all done, I'm gonna go hang it outside with my husband. Hopefully it doesn't rain on us. And I'll show you guys what it looks like on the exterior of the house. Let's take a look. Alright, you guys, that's it for how to make a giant Mickey wreath. Thank you so much for watching. You can always find me on Instagram at KelseyMichelle85. Please like and subscribe on my YouTube channel. Leave me a comment below and tell me what you want me to make in my next YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, and a magical day. Bye!